Premium market opportunities, presenting premium and exclusive service for investors by Kalkine.
Hello, I'm Rachel Jones for Kalkine Media. Welcome to another edition of Executive Corner Expert Talks. Today I'm speaking with Managing Director of Beam Communications Holdings, Michael Kapocki. Now, Beam Communications is a satellite communications company with products and services adopted by companies such as Telstra and Iridium Communications. Hello, Michael. It's great to have you with us on the show today.
Good morning, Rachel. Thanks for taking the time to speak with me.
Looking forward to hearing more about Beam. Now, Beam is a supplier to some of the leading names in satellite and the telecommunications sectors. What companies have adopted Beam services and products?
Yeah, Beam Communications has been designing and manufacturing satellite communications equipment and terminals for just over 20 years. We initially started off developing a product for the Iridium satellite network and developed voice and data solutions. And Telstra was one of the major customers 20 years ago, utilizing a Beam design product to enable people that were unable to access standard telephone services and utilize the Iridium satellite network with a Beam device to give the customer an experience of what they would expect from a normal household telephone. That was the initial product that was manufactured and designed 20 years ago, and tens of thousands of those were sold across the world, with Telstra being our first customer. But off the back of Iridium's wide network of distribution partners and carriers throughout the world, Beam was able to successfully sell that product into Japan, the United States, Europe, Middle East, etc., which really, I guess, established Beam as being a credible designer and manufacturer of satellite communications equipment across the global markets. Being an important partner for Iridium, that enabled us to then build and design other products that would support the Iridium services and networks. And we expanded into building things like docking units, which were accessories for handheld satellite telephones, which was sort of the world's first as a fully integrated satellite solution that enabled people to use telephones inside a vessel, inside a home, just by simply having an antenna and connecting corresponding devices. So over the last over the last 20 years, we've developed many new services and many new products that have expanded the reach and penetration of how satellite communication services can be utilized throughout the world. Telstra over that time has been a very important customer of ours. It has also led to understanding what customers' needs and some of the gaps in the marketplace that enabled us to design products with a direct requirement from a customer, and to be able to ensure that when that product was designed and developed, would enable us to meet customer needs and sell that product from day one.
Now, Michael, the March 2023 quarter has been very positive for the company. What can you tell us about this?
Yeah, I guess the March quarter is really a key inflection point for the company. Positive operating cash flows of over $1.4 million, which had our cash balance jump 17% to $3.6 million in the quarter. And I guess Beam equipment, excluding our Zoleo sales, jumped over 200% based on the previous corresponding period. And our sat phone shop business, which is actually one of Telstra's largest satellite dealers, also had a 21% increase on the previous corresponding period. The overall company is performing extremely well. I'll give you a little bit more on the results later on, but overall the company has really turned the corner. Our half-year results, as we reported, was a revenue of around $20 million and $2 million of EBITDA, and we're well on track to continue that through the end of the financial year and beyond. We've also, transformed the company by increasing our recurring subscription revenues through the launch of the Zoleo product, which is a small satellite communicator, which is distributed globally through a joint venture arrangement with a partner in North America. But the Zoleo device is now giving us annualized revenues of about $735,000. And that continues to grow as we grow our subscriber base and we have over just on 6,000 customers currently active in Australia and New Zealand at the moment, and that's being a very important product for us as that personal communications device sector grows. We are also expecting positive cash flow to continue to grow through the business. We will demonstrate in the half-yearly results that the cash that was invested in product components and sourcing to fulfill a large commitment we had from Iridium of a $20 million development, that the cash from the investment there is starting to come back into the business and will start to show positive cash flow from here on in. And we're also forecasting record EBITDA and net profit for FY23, as previously given in our guidance.
Sounds fabulous. And Michael, you also reported that you're ahead of schedule for shipments to Iridium Communications. How high is demand there?
Demand is very strong. So this new product called the Iridium Go Exec was launched last year, been in the market for 6 months. We received a $20 million 5-year commitment from Iridium to design and manufacture the product and deliver the product over a 5-year period. We'll have delivered 40% of that $20 million commitment by the end of FY23, so by the end of this month. So basically getting 40% of that 5-year commitment just in the first 6 months. 80% of that $20 million commitment we're anticipating will be delivered by the end of FY24. So well ahead of schedule. There's a lot of demand for the product. The product is meeting a need in the marketplace where there has been no suitable solution for some time. So the Iridium Go Exec device is a satellite Wi-Fi hotspot, runs at about 100 kilobits per second. It has 2 voice lines, so traditional voice lines can be used from the unit, and it enables a smartphone app to be able to make telephone calls, send messages, utilize low bandwidth data applications that you would be used to using on your smartphone, and very easily use those basically anywhere on Earth, so long as you can see the sky. So Iridium's got an extensive range of satellite coverage, and the demand for these products across emergency services, construction, first responders and transport, and particularly in the maritime market, is proving to be extremely strong. So we're very excited about what this product has done. We do have a lot of experience in this space. We did launch an earlier version of an Iridium Go just on 8 years ago, and to date we've sold over 70,000 of those units, and that continues to be an important part of Iridium's product portfolio.
And what are the other revenue streams that you have with Iridium?
So we actually design and manufacture quite an extensive range of products. So the Iridium Go, the Iridium Go Exec, we have voice and data terminals, we have accessories for handheld telephones. Our Zoleo device also utilizes the Iridium satellite network, and also through our Satphone Shop online store, we also sell a lot of Iridium products there, and airtime services in particular. And the recurring revenues and subscription revenues that we're achieving at the moment, predominantly that is all Iridium business, and that's across what we do for our Zoleo business, the satellite services that we sell within Satphone Shop, and we also recently announced a deal through Telstra's MT Data business where we're generating about $600,000 of revenue, of recurring revenues from data services backed off the Iridium network. So Iridium has quite a complex range of services available. The network has been around for 20 years. Iridium invested just over $6 billion replacing their whole satellite constellation to have complete global coverage from pole to pole. So it makes it very easy for people to have one device that basically works anywhere on Earth, so long as you can see the sky.
And with respects to the international market, which country or countries are of interest to Beam?
Depending on our product portfolio, we sell various products for specific market applications. I would definitely have to say that the North American market is obviously key for us. Iridium has very strong presence in North America, but we also do sell a lot of products throughout Australia and New Zealand, and the European and Middle Eastern markets are quite strong for us as well. Through our relationship with Inmarsat, we also sell a lot of products in the Asian markets, particularly our docking stations and other accessories. But the product portfolio, I guess, is quite robust in the sense that we sell to consumer. We have a lot of B2B through our dealer networks, And there's a lot of growth coming from enterprise and government applications based on the increasing need for people to be connected anywhere on Earth. So, our portfolio covers everything from small, low-cost consumer devices to high-tech devices like the Iridium Go exec. So we're quite comfortable that the product mix, enables us to be able to target a wide level of market applications and quite an extensive geographic expansion.
And just finally, Michael, what is the focus for the year ahead in terms of products and revenue?
We're expecting, very strong growth to continue for us. The current year has been very good. We're expecting to deliver just on $4 million of EBITDA and around $2 million of NPAT on $40 million of revenue. So a significant change on where we've been in previous years. We do believe that growth is sustainable. We do have a lot of contracted revenue as we've just recently announced. Iridium's commitments for further orders for our products, and the pipeline of recurring revenues and the continued growth in the subscriptions from the Zoleo device really does have a fundamental change for the company in the future going forward.
Excellent. Well, it's been fantastic to chat with you today. Thank you so much for your time, Michael.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. Goodbye.
Bye. And that was Managing Director of Beam Communications Holdings, Michael Kapocki. If you did miss any part of that chat, you can catch the full interview on our YouTube channel at Kalkine Media. So make sure to subscribe. I'm Rachel Jones, reminding you to stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine.